and pass the microphone to the next speaker.
Should I answer the question, Chairman?
No, the time of the member is done. We are now on the next speaker. That is Honorable Nombal.
Thank you very much, Chair. Good afternoon, Mr. O'Sullivan.
Good afternoon.
Let's start here on paragraph 37. You say open quote.
Your time expires at 1:25.
Noted, Chair. Open quote.
Sorry,
Mr.
which
Mbeki,
paragraph? Sorry.
paragraph 37 of your statement. Can I read meanwhile? You are saying Mbeki tried to save Celebi and Thabo Mbeki. Okay, Thabo Mbeki tried to influence Celebi to arrest Zuma. I'm just quoting only that part.
Mhm.
Should I understand this to be suggestive of a proposition that President Mbeki used state institutions to settle political scores?
That would
And
certainly.
I'm afraid
Sorry,
that
I thought you finished.
I think let me say this before we go further. I'm going to cut you because I've got a couple of questions that I've prepared for you. So I would not be
ask
meaning,
one at a time?
I would not be meaning, yes, I'll ask one at a time. I will not be meaning to be funny when I cut you. It will be out of my genuine panic for time. So can you respond to the first question I've asked?
Sorry, you've now broken my chain of
Should
thought.
I rephrase?
Yes, please.
On paragraph 37, you are saying, Thabo Mbeki tried to influence Celebi to arrest Zuma. Now the question is, should I understand this to be suggestive of a proposition that President Mbeki tried to use state institutions to settle political scores?
It would certainly appear to be the case.
So that is your evidence.
So it's,
That is your evidence.
Chairman, I explained it yesterday. This is based on the information which was available on the so-called spy tapes, which is the conversations that took place between Andre Pienaar and I can't.
No, it's
remember his
fine if
name.
you forget. Let's
Leonard-
move to okay. Let's.
Leonard McCarthy.
I think I've gotten what I wanted. Let's move to the next question. Do you know Afroforum?
I do.
Do you have a relationship with Afroforum?
Absolutely, I do. I'm a member of AfriForum.
When you were arrested, I think amongst the charges that were preferred against you was a charge of impersonating IPIT. Where were you?
I don't understand what.
Where were you arrested? Where did the police catch you?
I was arrested in Littleton.
Where?
Littleton.
Is that your residence?
No, I'd been to visit attorneys.
Were you not arrested in Afroforum offices?
Their offices just happened to be next door to the offices of the attorney. That's a coincidence. I had come out of the offices of the attorney.
So you were not within the precinct of Afroforum?
No, I hadn't a meeting with AfriForum. My meeting was with my attorney.
When you appear on the media, they say you are a forensic expert. Do you agree with them when they name you as such?
I consider myself to be an expert.
What does it take for one to be an expert?
Well, I'm a certified fraud examiner. I've sat the exams, and as I explained yesterday, that's the equivalent of an NQF7, which is a bachelor's degree. So you have to study.
Yes.
For 2
When
years.
you are talking about studying, are you talking about the courses that you have alluded to on paragraph 4?
It's a very set structure of courses.
No, but the question is, are you talking about the studies that you have alluded to on paragraph 4?
You have a look at paragraph 4. certified fraud examiner. That's 4.2.
Yes,
Yes,
and that's all.
yes. And
So that makes you to be a forensic expert.
in respect of fraud. So you've got forensic experts that specialize in ballistics. You have forensic experts that specialize in medical.
Okay.
Like,
Let me test the authenticity
pardon?
let me test the authenticity of what you are saying. How do you conduct your forensic work?
So, Chairman, to answer that question, we're going to be here for about 2 or 3 hours.
Let me try to simplify it like this, or let me break it down like this. Do you work with private citizens? Do you do investigations for them? If I come to your office and say, I want you to investigate this particular matter for me, do you take such instructions?
Chairman, we have a number of corporate clients who come to us with fraud investigations, and we're experts, and we carry out those fraud investigations.
Do you take instructions from individuals?
We do from time to time.
So what is the process? I come to your office, how much do I pay on day one? Do I pay for consultation?
No, the first consultation you don't pay for. First of all, we want to know the nature of the investigation.
Yes.
Then we have to take a decision whether it's an investigation that we will charge for or whether it's an investigation that we will do pro bono.
Now let me fast forward. If maybe I come to you and say, I need you to do an investigation about a murder of my girlfriend or of my wife, do you take such instructions?
We sometimes do.
And how do you charge?
We charge by the hour,
You charge per hour.
depending on the resources that we use. So it's not me that does all
So
the work. I have a lot of-
which document guides your fees?
It depends. At the time, it's an hourly rate. So we have a rate that we charge per hour.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a legal document.
Yes, we have a mandate.
That guides your fees.
We have a
because
mandate that
You don't take them from your head.
No.
There must be a document.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm agreeing with you.
So what's the name of that document?
A mandate.
Okay. Do you know a family? This family is a family of Itumeleng Tsenase, who was brutally murdered in May 2019. The family, okay, he was brutally murdered in Midrand. Do you know that family?
It seems to ring a bell. Is it a lady that was strangled?
Yes, strangled to death. Do you know that family?
I can't remember the case, but it seems to ring a bell, yes.
Do you have their file in your office?
On every case that we have, we keep the files. We keep them for 6 years.
How much did you take from that family?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the file.
I know. You took 115,000 rand.
That's the deposit.
Yes.
Yes.
You took that 115,000 rand. You promised to investigate the murder of their child. You never even produced a single progress report to them. Why did you do that?
So I can't answer without looking. What was the name? How do you spell the surname?
No, the name, which name are you talking
The
about?
surname.
The surname is Tsenase. It's Tsenase. If you can speak through the mic, please.
Yes, I'm asking for the initials. TS.
It's T.
TS.
Yes. S for Sullivan. E. N-A-S-E. What are you looking for, Mr. O'Sullivan?
I'm looking to see if it's on my computer to see.
No, because I'm talking about a payment that was made by the family.
Chairman, I'm
If
looking to see
if
it's
you
on my
want proof thereof, I can give you the POP.
I-
They paid you
They may
115,000
well have, but you've asked me about the matter. I would like to see,
about.
you've asked me, I can tell you exactly what it's about. The lady's name was Rose Tanasi.
No. Please
It
don't.
wasn't Rose Tanasi.
No, don't be all over the place, please. Here, a person under which you open the file is Rose Ntabiseng Tsenase,
That's what I'm just said.
who was
Rose
a
Tanasi.
sister, who is a sister to Itumeleng Tsenase. And you took an amount of 115,000. You promised to investigate their matter. You never even produced a single progress report to the family. Why did you do that?
That's not true.
What happened? If it's not true, then you must dispute with facts.
Yeah, well, if you would have told me in advance, I would have been able to look up.
Yes,
dispute
then what
the facts.
happened? No, but you can't look forever because we are chowing my time here.
Well, then, can I respectfully suggest that you allow me to go back and do the research and then send it to the chairman?
So you can't remember. This is a very big matter. And it was all over the news. So you can't even recall what transpired in relation to this matter.
Chairman, we have lots of clients. I have a firm of many investigators and we have lots of clients. I must now be expected to remember every single case inside out. It's impossible.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. You said you charge per hour. And then this family gave you an amount of 115,000 upon consultation. So how do you justify that?
We take a deposit up front, Chairman.
A deposit of 115,000.
A deposit of 115,000.
I mean, where is that regulated? Where do you take that amount from?
It's an assigned mandate.
Where?
A mandate.
So it says you must take an amount of 115,000.
So if you're going to investigate something, you have to have a deposit before you start work.
Mr. O'Sullivan.
Sorry, you're interrupting me. You can't possibly do the work and then invoice and find that the person didn't pay you.
Okay.
So if you get a payment up front, you can then do the work.
Okay. Now, do you find it appropriate to take an amount of 115,000 from a family, from a desperate family like this one, and promise to investigate murder of their child and not revert to them? Do you find that to be ethical?
That's not what happened, Chair.
No, I'm not saying it
If
happened.
that happened,
Let's leave that
ethical.
because you are saying you want to refresh your memory.
I'm looking at my
But I'm
emails
saying
now.
now, generally speaking, do you find it appropriate to take an amount of 150,000, and 15,000 from a desperate family and promise to investigate the murder of their child and not tender them? Don't be evasive. Is that appropriate? No, leave the noise, Mr. O'Sullivan. I'm here before you. Is that appropriate?
If it happened, it would not be appropriate.
And I won't be wrong if I say that is extortion.
No,
That is extortion.
it's not what happened.
No, but that is extortion.
Chairman, I have the emails here. And what the member wants to do is to use his parliamentary privilege to defame me. But he's not allowing me to explain what took place.
No, but I've allowed you to explain.
No, I'm going to
And you
explain it
said-
now because I found the information.
Yes,
So this is the email that I sent
yes.
to Ms. Sanasi.
What does it say?
I'm going to read it to you. You wait a second, please.
Mr. Yes.
she wrote on the 27th of November 2020,
Yes.
saying that she wasn't happy with the work that had been done because we failed to bring a person that she believed was a suspect to account. And then I point out to her the following. I said to her, Rose, you are not being truthful. Alternatively, your memory has completely failed you. You know full well that since you have all the proof, many times we sent you the proof that we did a lot of work on this matter. Communication was made difficult because your email box was full and did not send back any message that this was so. We cannot be held responsible for that breakdown, which we only discovered when we put a receipt on your email, a received receipt.
Yeah, no.
This-
Even
this
if you don't
work-
finish, it's
the work-
fine, Mr. O'Sullivan.
No, Chairman,
No, but this is my
the work we did
Mr. O'Sullivan.
is very well
Mr.
documented
O'Sullivan.
and includes meetings with yourself. I want to finish, Chairman.
Mr.
The
O'Sullivan.
work we did is very well documented and includes meetings with yourself, the NPA, and your attorney, as well as substantial investigation work. It was 100% my intervention that got the little boy into school because she had a...
No, it's fine.
Chairman, I'm not going to
No,
allow this to
let's
happen.
move to
No,
another
I'm not
question.
going to permit you.
No,
to make-
let's move to
I'm
another
not
question.
going, no, we're not going to move to another question. I'm going to complete my answer to your first question because you're using parliamentary privilege
No,
to
but you are-
defame me, and I'm not going
But
to
you are
permit
reading emails, and that has no material
the
effect.
email is an answer to your question.
No, but it has no material
I
effect.
said it was
You are just reading an
100%
email.
my intervention that got the little boy into school. I went to the school and met with the headmaster to make sure that the little boy would go to school. But you know that because you thanked me for it. I managed to achieve that in less than a week after you failed for more than 5 months. You have conveniently forgotten the lengths I went to in that regard when you say below you did not even attempt to start the process. It was never a part of our mandate to assist with getting the boy into school, but we did it because we care. We spent a lot of time with the NPA looking at the docket and brainstorming with Advocate Maharaj. Your problem is that you wanted us to do things that would have been unlawful, and we were not prepared to do that. After which you became most argumentative, and I then decided,
Mr. O'Sullivan,
to terminate your contract.
Can I be protected?
I then decided
Chairperson.
to terminate your contract
Chair.
and write off
Chair.
what was owing at that time.
Chairperson, can I be protected?
I record that you wanted us to lie
Chair,
to
can I be
the court
protected?
in Randburg
Mr.
by
O'Sullivan, you are
saying
throwing my
that
time.
Khan was
Desperate.
the suspect in the murder of the deceased,
Chair, may I be
which was not
protected?
true, as we could find no evidence linking him to
Chairperson, may I
the
be
murder.
protected? Chair, may I be
Despite
protected?
looking very hard, lying to the court would have amounted to an offence on our side, something we were not prepared to do. The law is the law, and we must all comply with it, despite what we may think about the biological father of your nephew. It was after this that you became difficult and unreasonable, because we refused to wait around the court and lie to them. In any event, it made no difference, and the matter was adjourned to allow Terence Baloyi to attend on your behalf. I should mention that prior to that, we have you on record complaining bitterly without good cause against the police and the NPA, and we had to patch things up with them before they would work with us. I'm most surprised that you have taken to this uncalled for approach, and hope that you will come to your senses, thereby avoiding the need. And by the way, at this point in time,
Order, Chair.
the
Point
account,
of order, Chair.
the account was not
Point
paid.
of order, Chair.
Are you done answering the question?
I'm done, Chairman. What I will not do, though, is I will not allow any member of this House to publicly defame me and then try to prevent me from setting the record straight. The woman in question, the client in question, We ran up 200,000 Rand. She paid 115,000 Rand. We wrote off the balance because she asked us to break the law and lie to the court. And the honourable member should not use that and accuse me of extortion. Thank you, Chairman.
Chair, can I proceed?
Yeah.
Chair, can I be protected, please? Because he's chowing my time and he's doing this deliberately.
Look,
He's wrong in, he's reading an essay
Look
which I have
at it.
not,
okay, you
which,
can talk to him.
no, Chair, I'm saying the witness must respond in accordance with my guidance because I am the one who's asking questions. Now he's doing this deliberately to chow my time. And if you don't protect me, then I'm helpless under the circumstances because you are the chair who should protect me. But let's move on, Chair.
Chairman,
On paragraph 170, you say, the reality is that since Commissioner George Fizas, there has not been a single competent commissioner of police. So Commissioner George Fizas is a white man. You know that it's common cause. It's known by everyone.
I thought he was coloured.
Yes, he's colored. Yes. Do you have any proof that you can produce which shows that he was competent?
The reason I used Commissioner George Fivers, Chairman, is because the next commissioner after George Fivers, I'm not saying here that Commissioner George Fivers was competent. I'm saying since Commissioner George Fivers, because the next commissioner after George Fivers was Jackie Celebi, Chairman. So I'm not saying, it doesn't say here, George Fivers was the most competent police official, and since then there hasn't been one. It says, since George Fivers, there hasn't been a competent.
Well, let me ask you like this. Was he competent?
I have no knowledge.
You have no knowledge.
No.
Then why are you making this statement?
Because I'm saying.
Why are you making this comparison?
Because I'm saying since George Fivers. I'm not saying George Fivers was competent. I'm saying maybe I should have changed the word after. Take out the word since and write after. Because after George Fivers, in other words, starting with Jackie Celebi, there hasn't been a competent commissioner.
Okay. On paragraph 164, you say, open quote.
164.
Yes. I've been reliably informed that MKP, EFF, and Action SA have been working with corrupt crime intelligence officials. Who are those crime intelligence officials that the MK Party, EFF, and Action SA are working with?
If I had their names, I'd put them on the floor right now. But I don't have their names, Chairman. But I have been reliably informed, and the proof is right here in this house.
Okay.
When you have people producing documents which they are in unlawful possession of, by way of example, Act 70 of 2002 makes it very clear that if you are in possession of downloads from somebody, and I'm using this as an example, if you are in possession of downloads of somebody's cellular phone without their consent, you've committed a criminal offense. And by the way, it carries a 10-year prison sentence. And we know for a fact that the people that had those downloads were the people connected to Pashlane and crime intelligence. So the reality is that these documents are being dished around in that fashion. So it's an allegation, and I stand by it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Even if it's an allegation, here we're doing an investigation. So when you come with an allegation, you must come with proof, because we are not just investigating for the sake of investigating here. We want proof so that we can probe and make a determination. Now, who told you that? Because here we have members who have appeared before this committee, members of parliament. So if they are members of the MK Party, EFF, and Action SA, who are in cahoots with lawbreakers, they must also come and appear before this committee. Now, who told you? I'm interested in probing this. Who told you that the MK Party, EFF, and Action SA are working with corrupt crime intelligence officials? Bring that name so that we can take this thing further.
Confidential informant.
So you are putting something in your statement for which you are not willing to testify or to bring proof.
I am testifying, a confidential informant.
No, but I'm saying, give us proof, Mr. O'Sullivan. Give us proof so that you can probe this thing further. I thought here, when you write in your affidavit, you write with an intention of adducing evidence before this committee.
Chairman, what it says here, I'm going to read it. When Mr. McBride was giving evidence in Parliament, I saw him receiving vitriolic attacks by certain persons. This included an Action SA member who was quoting from the contents of several pages of phone records she had unlawful possession of. This is a clear indication not only of the extreme bias of the vocal Mkonasi supporters in Parliament, mainly from MKP, EFF, and Action SA, but also the fact that being in possession of someone's phone records without their consent is a serious crime that could see a convicted person sentenced to prison for up to 10 years. Then I say,
yeah, no.
I have been reliably informed that
Mr. O'Sullivan, Mr. O'Sullivan, no, you are not going to do that to me. Here, I'm saying to you, you are saying the EFF, MK Party, and Action SA are working with corrupt crime intelligence officials. Now, I'm saying to you, I'm giving you a platform to produce evidence proving that averment. Because we want to take it further, we want to deal with the MK Party members and EFF members and Action SA members who are in cahoots with crime intelligence officials who are involved in corruption. That's all I'm asking for.
So I have said, quote, I have been reliably informed. That doesn't make it a fact. I say I've been reliably informed.
Yeah, who informed you reliable? Because that person is reliable. Who is that reliable person who informed you?
A confidential informant, a person that works within crime intelligence.
Oh, so if you are not going to disclose that person, let's move to another question. So it remains a rumor with no proof, a baseless rumor to this committee. On page 50, paragraph 146, you are saying, open quote, General Mkwanazi's supporters in Parliament, instead of admonishing him for inciting violence against me.
What page?
Page 50, paragraph 146.
140, yep. No, 145, you mean?
146.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Paragraph 146. This is what you are saying, open quote. General Mkwanazi's supporters in Parliament, instead of admonishing him for inciting violence against me, quickly lapped up his lies and opened the door to two other criminals to come and lie to Parliament, thereby reinforcing his lies, close quote. Who are supporters of General Mkwanazi in Parliament? Can you list them for us, please?
All the MKP members.
All of them, okay.
All the Action SA members.
Okay.
To the extent that the Action SA members even go toy-toying in support of General Mkwanazi.
In Parliament?
No, they don't toy-toy in Parliament. They toy-toy on the street outside of his office with big placards saying, hands off General Mkwanazi. So what they do is they generate their own bias there. And MK Party have also come out in support of General Mkwanazi. So, you know, are you now saying that you don't support General Mkwanazi?
So you are saying?
Are you now saying you don't?
No, you are not going to ask me questions. I am the one who's asking you questions. This is not funny. I have no business of making jokes with you.
I'd just like to get the
I'm
fact,
doing my job here.
You're asking me.
And then you go on to say, two other criminals. Okay, you are saying we opened the door. Okay, you are saying these people opened the door to two other criminals to come and lie to Parliament. Who are those two criminals?
Named here.
Yeah, who are they? I want you to state them on record.
Nkabendi,
So Ngabinde is a criminal.
absolutely.
And who?
Pashlani,
Patlane is a criminal.
absolutely.
Was Patlane ever evicted in a court of law?
Ever what?
Evicted.
You mean convicted?
Yes, I mean convicted, sorry. Convicted and sentenced.
No,
Was he ever convicted and sentenced?
he will be.
No. Was he ever convicted and sentenced in a court of law?
Not yet, but he will be.
So how does one become a criminal without being convicted by a court of law?
No, I didn't say he's a convicted criminal. I say criminal. There's a difference between a criminal and a convicted criminal.
No,
If I go out-
and you become a criminal because we have committed crime.
No, excuse me, Chair. I'm trying to give an answer to the question.
No,
and
but
I'm
the
being
question,
interrupted.
and you become
I
a
got-
criminal.
If I go out and shoot somebody in the street, am I a criminal after I shoot him, or am I only a criminal after? If I rob
No,
a
you
bank,
become
am I
a
a criminal
criminal
after I rob the bank, or am I a criminal after I've been convicted?
There's only one institution in this country which says you are a criminal, which can say you are a criminal. That is a court of law.
No, that says you're a convicted criminal.
Yes, you are a criminal after you have been convicted. You can't be a criminal. That's why people are referred to as suspects, not criminals.
With
before
respect, Chairman,
before conviction. So where do you get the audacity to call people criminals when they have not been convicted in a court of law?
if I've seen the evidence, and I've seen that evidence, if they want to sue me for defamation, let them go ahead and do it. And by the way, I've been saying for the last 11 years that Pashlani is a criminal, and not once has I received a lawyer's letter asking me to retract that
So
statement.
these people who are making allegations against you have a right, and they are correct when they call you a criminal, because they are also in possession of a certain evidence.
If they've got evidence that I've committed a crime, why don't they come and put it in front of me?
No, they've come, some of them. Are they correct when they say Paul O'Sullivan is a hardcore criminal? Because they are in possession of evidence as well.
So unfortunately, Chairman, this committee allowed these criminals to come here and accuse me of being a criminal, but don't apply the same test that they now want to apply to me. So you allow them to sit there, and I'm going to quote exactly what you allowed.
Yeah, no, even if you don't quote, because I'm running out of time.
But so
On paragraph
the reality is
92,
the
on
reality
paragraph
is
92,
the other people can come call me a criminal.
on
but you don't
paragraph
question it.
92, let's move to another question. On paragraph 92, page 31, you are saying, open quote, according to information I've received on the 3rd of July 2025 and 4th of July 2025 at the police college in Pretoria West, Masemula and Mkwanazi put the finishing touches to the presentation that Mkwanazi would use to shock the nation on the 6th of July 2025.
Mhm.
Who told you this?
A confidential informant.
So all this information, Mr. McBride,
I said, according to
all,
information
no,
I've
no,
received.
no. I'm saying to you, the majority of the information you have tendered in your affidavit is based on people who are confidential. You can't disclose it here. You can't disclose those people here.
If I disclose it here, if I gave the name of the person that supplied that information here, publicly or privately, that person would either be murdered or he would suffer some form of detriment.
So how
And if
do we-
you think,
how
if
do we
you
test-
think
how do
the
we
criminal
test-
justice system is so good
So how do we
that all
test?
witnesses are safe,
So how
I
do we?
respectfully request you to read the newspaper.
How do we test then the authenticity of what you are telling us when you do not want to share the sources? Because the sources should be used by this committee as proof.
Because I,
Under normal circumstances, the sources should be also writing affidavits to say, really, this is what happened. Because now you rely on hearsay evidence, and it's difficult for us to test that hearsay evidence.
yeah, unfortunately, that is the problem we have in South Africa today, that many witnesses will be murdered if they give evidence. And if I talk, for example, about the Matlanga Commission, we no longer have a witness D and we no longer have a witness F. And it's a matter of time before witness A, B, C, E are not around either. The reality of the situation is that there's so much corruption in the criminal justice system, and there's so many criminals with badges. If it's not stopped, this country will go into a decline that it will never recover from.
Let's move to another question. Again, I'm not getting any answer on this one. On paragraph 85 and paragraph 42.
Sorry, one paragraph at a time.
Paragraph 85. On paragraph 85, you are making an allegation there that Kumalo, in fact, not Kumalo, Madondo went to Japan to a workshop, and you further allege that Madondo has a romantic relationship with Kumalo. Do you have proof showing that they have a romantic relationship, Madondo and Kumalo?
The person that supplied the information to us, which is at pages 297 and 298, and 299, and 300, and 301, and 302, and 303, the person that supplied that information.
So you have proof.
Sorry,
That's all. No. I'm saying I'm not saying
the person that
read.
supplied the information about the trip to Japan.
No. I'm talking about the romantic relationship.
Yes, but I'm trying to answer you.
You have proof. You have
The
proof.
person that supplied the information about
Do you have proof? That
person
is my question. Do you have
I'm
proof?
trying to answer you.
Do you have proof? Yes or no? That's what I'm looking for.
The person that supplied the information about
Do you
the
have
trip,
proof? That's my question. Do you have proof?
the person that supplied the trip information to Japan gave us information that the two of them.
So
were
you have
involved.
proof.
No, I don't have the evidence.
Okay,
of the
let's go
romantic
to another
relationship,
question.
but I
If you
do
don't have proof,
evidence
let's
of
go
the
to
trip
another
to
question.
Japan.
On paragraph 39, you are making another allegation. 42.
Which
saying-
paragraph?
Paragraph 42. You are calling the late Dudu Myeni a President Zuma's mistress.
Correct.
What do you mean when you say he's a mistress of President Zuma?
Well, I suppose if you have a conjugal relationship with somebody and they're not married, I would.
So they have a relationship. They had a relationship.
Yes.
What kind of a relationship did they have?
Well, a conjugal relationship.
Do you have proof?
Well, the son is the living proof.
Do you have proof?
We've
Or they have a son?
They have.
Do you have a DNA test results?
No, I don't have the DNA test.
So do you have proof that President Zuma had a relationship with the late Dudu Myeni?
Dudu Myeni admitted it in a conversation with another person.
So you have proof.
And that person's name is Talenti Myeni.
So you have proof.
Proof.
Yes.
Not enough proof, but enough to put in front of this committee.
Mr. O'Sullivan, South Africa is a patriarchal society. Do you know that?
What?
It's a patriarchal society. Do you know that?
What's
Do you find it appropriate for you to characterize men here with baseless allegations of romantic relationships, women?
Chairman, it's common cause in the public domain that Talenti Myeni
No,
is
but I'm
Jacob
saying
Zuma's son.
you are making a characterization here of women. You are characterizing them by romantic relationships for which you do not have proof. Do you find that appropriate?
In this respect, yes, because it relates to.
So you find it appropriate to say a woman is so and so's mistress without proof thereof. That is appropriate.
Chairman, the proof is in the pudding. There's common cause. It's been admitted. Talenti Myeni lived at Jacob Zuma's Forest Town house.
And so? that qualifies him to be his son.
Chairman,
Uh,
he regularly
may-
repeated the
Honourable-
fact that Jacob Zuma
Mr.
was his father.
Olo Sullivan,
Yeah.
may you please stop speaking?
Okay, thank you, Chairman.
It's now time for break. We're coming back at 14 hours.